Welcome. Today we're diving into one of the most incredible, most profound teachings in the entire Bhagavad Gita. We're going to talk about the true, unchanging nature of the soul.
Just think about that for a second. What part of you is truly eternal? It's a huge question, right? Well, the Gita gives us this incredibly powerful answer, an answer that can literally change how you see everything, life, death, and your place in the universe.
So, let's get right into it. We're starting with a verse that connects knowledge with action. See, Lord Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that if you really understand the soul's nature, that's the key. That's how you can act without fear, without getting tangled up in sinful reactions.
Veda vinashinam nityam ya enam ajam avyayam katham sapurushah partha kam ghatayati hantikam.
Okay, so what does that mean? This is really the heart of Krishna's argument to Arjuna, who, is hesitant to fight. He's saying, hey, Partha, if you know the soul is indestructible, eternal, and unborn, how can you kill anyone or cause anyone to be killed? The whole idea of killer and killed just falls apart. Your essential self, the soul, is completely beyond the reach of any physical harm. Let's break down these four incredible qualities. The soul is avinashinam, indestructible. It's nityam, eternal, ajam, unborn, and avyayam, immutable or unchanging. Wow. When you really get that, when it sinks in, your actions aren't about what you want anymore. They're about duty. The analogy given is just perfect. Think about a judge who sentences someone. Is the judge a murderer? Of course not. They're just doing their duty, upholding justice. It's the same idea for Arjuna. His duty, when it's guided by this higher knowledge, is beyond personal sin.
All right, next up, Krishna gives us this absolutely beautiful and surprisingly simple analogy. It's designed to help us really wrap our heads around the soul's journey from one body to the next. Vahasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihanati naruparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani sanyati navani dehi.
This might be one of the most famous verses in the entire Gita, especially when it comes to reincarnation. And what it's saying is so powerful. Death isn't some terrifying final end. Nope. It's just a simple, natural transition, just like changing your clothes. The real you, the soul, simply puts on a new set of clothes, a new body, and moves on.
And look at how perfectly this analogy works. A person gives up old, worn-out clothes. The soul? It gives up an old, useless body. A person puts on new clothes, and the soul accepts a new material body. It's just brilliant, isn't it? It takes this huge, profound spiritual idea and makes it feel, well, completely natural and logical. It just strips away all the fear and grief we usually attach to the body's end.
Okay, but Krishna doesn't stop there. He's about to paint an even more vivid picture of just how invulnerable the soul is. These next two verses, taken together, they leave absolutely no doubt.
Nainam chindhanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayanti yapo, na shoshayati marutaha.
Now that is an absolute declaration. No weapon can cut the soul to pieces. Fire can't burn it, water can't moisten it, and the wind can't wither it. Think about that. Nothing in this material world, not a sword, not a bomb, not the elements themselves, can even touch the soul. It exists on a completely different plane of reality.
Achedyoyam adahyoyam akledyo shoshya evacha. Nityah sarvagatah sthanur achaloyam sanatanaha.
And it continues. The soul is unbreakable, insoluble. It can't be burned or dried. It's everlasting, unchangeable, immovable, eternally the same. But here's the part that is just mind-blowing. The verse says the soul is sarvagata, which means present everywhere or all-pervading. Just imagine what that implies. The spark of life isn't just here on earth. It's everywhere in creation, in the water, on the land, maybe even inside the sun itself. It's a staggering thought. So let's just recap all of that. You've got weapons, fire, water, wind. None of them can touch it. It's unbreakable, insoluble, everlasting, all-pervading, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same. The Gita is making it crystal clear, right? There's absolutely no ambiguity. The soul is the one constant, stable reality in a world where everything else is always changing.
So you might be asking, okay, this is amazing, but why does it matter so much? Well, this final verse we're looking at today brings it all home. It explains the ultimate payoff for understanding the soul's true nature. And that payoff is huge. It's the end of grief.
Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmad evam viditvainam nanushochitum arhasi.
And here it is, the final, powerful point. The verse says the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. We can't see it with our eyes or fully understand it with our tiny material brains. So how do we even know it's real? The analogy given is just beautiful. How do you know who your father is? Because your mother told you. You trust her authority. It's the same thing here. We understand the soul by accepting the authority of the Vedas. And the conclusion is just liberating. Once you know this, once you truly accept that your real self can never be harmed, then you shouldn't grieve for the body. That grief just melts away.
So let's bring this back to you, right here, right now. Knowing all of this, how can we live more fearlessly? If your true self is eternal, indestructible, and completely safe, what fears are you holding on to that you can just let go of? It's a really powerful question to sit with. How can this ancient wisdom change your life today?
I really hope this exploration of the Gita's wisdom has given you something valuable to think about. And before we go, I just want to tell you a little more about us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Gyan Kosh is a multilingual channel where we share spiritual wisdom in English, Hindi, Marathi, and Tamil. And we have more major languages coming very soon. Our whole goal is to bring you the timeless treasures of Sanatana Dharma in a way that's simple, clear, and really meaningful. On our channel, you'll find daily videos on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Lalita Sahasranamam, Devathan Kural, that's the voice of God, and the saints of Maharashtra, all in multiple languages. If this content is valuable to you, please subscribe to Gyan Kosh. That way, you'll get notified about our daily videos. And please don't forget to like, share, and spread this divine knowledge with your family, your friends, and your community. Together, let's keep the light of Sanatana Dharma shining bright.